So this is going to be my quest guide for Sheogorath. You only need to be level 2. First I'll show you how to get there. Right here. It's like between Breville and Leeuwin. You pretty much just look for this river and it's along this river. Or Rockmilk Cave, or... you kind of get it. And we'll start by going there first. And then you can get the quest, which you don't have to get the quest right away. You can always just get the items, but I'm just kind of showing you. You'll get here, and you'll want to talk to this guy.
Place, not place. Here, not here. Welcome to the Grove of Madness, stranger. Or go away. Who knows? Time will tell.
Shrine of Sheogorath.
Killed and ate a bosmer there, but it made me sick. Saw Lord Sheogorath in the vomitus, so that's all right. Here to sacrifice. A limb would be nice.
And then I wish to speak to Sheogorath.
Then approach the shrine. Of course, he won't appear, because it's not raining. He loves the rain. And you'll need an offering. I think a lesser soul gem, a head of lettuce, and some yarn will do the trick. Yes, that's what Sheogorath wants. We watch and wait.
So, the reason I did that is so you can get the quest, and you'll have a list of items that you have to get. Now, they're actually pretty simple items. We'll go to the market district of the Imperial City, and finding yarn and lettuce is actually pretty easy. Because you can go through the different barrels and, yep, see? There's yarn. Go through these different barrels and boxes. And, yeah, you'll find yarn. Pretty simple one. Then, you go to these barrels right here, and they usually have food in them. And there's lettuce. And of course, you can always go to the Gilded Carafe. Alchemy shop. If you need lettuce. And then there's also the main ingredient. Sometimes they have lettuce, or you can go to any inn or tavern. Most places that sell food are going to have lettuce. It's actually pretty common. Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, they usually have lettuce in there. For the lesser soul gem, the first place I would try, I gotta wait until its stores are open. First place I would try is the Mystic Emporium. And I'm pretty sure it has to be an empty lesser soul gem.
Have a look around.
This guy usually has...
you won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Has all kinds of stuff. You just switch the miscellaneous and you can go through his list. Lesser soul gem. This one's empty, so we'll buy it.
Thank you for your buy.
And that's all you need to do. Level 2, get your lesser soul gem, lettuce, and yarn. Then, we go to the Shrine of Sheogorath. Once you get to Sheogorath Shrine and you have your items and you're level 2, you're going to want to talk to the shrine And depending on where you are in the Shivering Isles quest line is what kind of dialogue you'll get. I won't go over the different dialogues because there's quite a few. If you've completed it though, you'll talk to Haskell. If you haven't, you'll talk to Sheogorath, which I've completed it, so I'll end up talking to Haskell, which I'll show you here in just a second.
Praying to yourself, my lord? That's not a good sign. Or perhaps it is. Prince of Madness and all that. While I believe you should be attending to your duties, it is, of course, your prerogative to spend time wherever you wish. Your predecessor did have one task he wanted performed, though he never found a mortal suited for the task. There is a settlement called Border Watch that your predecessor found rather dull. This, of course, offended him greatly. They are a rather superstitious group, living their lives based on omens and prophecy. One such prophecy, the Kashara, was of particular interest.
Alright, so basically we have to go to Border Watch, which is a small town full of Khajiit. It's an entire town of Khajiit. And simulate a prophecy by committing 2 acts, and we need to talk to the shaman to learn about the Kashara prophecy. And I was going to mention that the reward you get for doing this quest is the Wabbajack. It's a magic staff that turns any non-NPC creature into a random creature. And I looked it up, and the list is Daedroth, Deer, Goblin Skirmisher, Ogre, Rat, Sheep, Skeleton Champion, or Troll. So it could turn them to any of those, and I think the effect lasts for 10 seconds. So you could do with that what you want. It's kind of interesting. I never really tested it too much. So our next step, we need to go to Border Watch. So I'm going to travel here because it's the closest place. And when we get there, we need to find the shaman. And he'll kind of go over the different parts of the prophecy. Like I said, they're all Khajiit.
Good to see you.
Western Citadel is called Oblivion.
This is who we're looking for.
Welcome to Border Watch, stranger. You are welcome here. I am Ribasa, shaman of our people.
And you'll ask him about the Kashara prophecy?
You know of the Kashara prophecy? How odd. Are you some sort of scholar?
And if you say I enjoy ridiculous prophecy, he will get insulted and pissed off, and then I'm pretty sure you have to raise his disposition before he'll even talk to you about the rest of the prophecy. So the right answer is always, I am a traveling scholar. At least if you don't want to raise his disposition.
Wonderful. I would be glad to tell you more. It has been told from our fathers and our fathers' fathers that our time in this place will come to an end. My great-great-great-grandfather Kashara foretold of a time when we would receive 3 signs from the gods, signaling the end of the world.
Alright, we'll ask him about the 3 signs.
These are the signs as they were foretold. First, there is the plague of vermin. It is said our town would be overrun by disease-carrying creatures. Rats, I would imagine. Oof, horrible little things. I always keep a powerful rat poison around in case I see one of the little monsters. Next is the plague of famine. It is foretold that our livestock will fall dead in their fields with no apparent explanation. We have but the 6 sheep in our pasture, and we make sure they are well tended.
And the 3rd sign?
The plague of fear. I will not speak of this, not to any outsider. I'll answer anything else I can. Is there something more? Perhaps you'd like to know more about Border Watch itself.
You don't have to talk about this stuff, but I'm going to, just so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on.
I'm glad you asked. I could go on all day about our little community. We are but a handful of Khajiit, as you can see. Many are the evenings we spend around the cooking fire, sharing stories of elsewhere. The smell of our food travels for miles. If you'd like to stay, I'd suggest getting a room at the Border Watch Inn. We don't get many visitors, but Satasa serves a fine ale. She also has the finest collection of cheeses in the Empire. Her prize cheese has such a powerful aroma, she keeps it sealed in a case.
All right.
Goodbye. Interesting. Do you think we
So our next step is we're going to want to go to the Border Watch Inn. And I'll show you what we need to do next. So what we need to do is get the cheese in this case. So ways I found is the pain in the ass way. You can crouch here and you can pick the lock as long as you're not detected, which I found that this is probably the best spot. You can pickpocket the innkeeper, or you can kill her and just take the key. Well, pickpocket and take the key, or you can kill her and take the key, and you won't get any bounty. Because I've tried it a couple times and I never got any bounty. And we'll ask her about the cheese so you'll kind of see.
Welcome to the Border Watch Inn. Take a seat or feel free to look around.
You'll see why the cheese is important for attracting the rats.
It's been a hobby of mine for years. I've collected cheeses from all over Tamriel, including the rare Olroy cheese. A more pungent cheese you'll never find. It looks smooth, but it stinks to the heavens and beyond. I keep it locked away tight. If I were to try cooking with it, the smell alone would draw rats for miles. It's a lovely conversation piece, though.
Okay, so you're kind of getting the whole idea right now.
Goodbye.
So what I usually do is I just kill her and take the key.
By the nine divines!
You don't have to. You can always pickpocket her, or you could pick the very hard lock. So once you have the display key, I'm gonna take the Nern route. Let's see. Pretty sure you don't get a bounty. Nope, no bounty. So you get the cheese out of the display case. And what we need to do next is go out to the left, and we will put the cheese in the cooking pot. And it's supposed to attract rats.
Hi!
What's
How
going
goes
on?
it?
So once you put the cheese in here and attract the rats, the shaman is going to run around and drop rat poison on the ground. And you need to pick up one of them.
I've been better.
A mud crab a couple of days ago.
Have you heard
And the rats
anything
usually come
about
from this
the
direction,
And not too bright.
to the
Nothing
east.
I'd like to
Their
talk
pincers
about.
are sharp.
Interesting. Farewell.
Yep, there they are. And you'll need the rat poison for the next step.
Hello.
And you also have to
I
wait
saw
till all the
raven
rats
ones.
How
die.
are you?
It threw a curse I've on been me. better. I'll never
I'm
forget.
sorry. All right.
Seeing you. What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
You think?
Heard any news from the other
Farewell.
And he'll start running around, dropping poison.
You've seen it. You've seen the first sign. Perhaps this is the beginning of the Kashara. It has come. We're doomed. Doomed. Run while you can, stranger. Goodbye.
And we'll take one of the rat poison. And we're gonna wait for the rats to die. But you can see they're already getting poisoned and they'll drop dead. Usually doesn't take too long. There they go. Alright. So, we're going to want to go to the south. And remember, he said there's 6 sheep. So, they'll kind of be spread around here. So, you could choose to poison them. Put the poison in here. And if that takes too long, you can run around and just kill all of them. Which I usually do because it takes a little while for the poison to do its thing.
Ah, very good. Your predecessor left everything in place for the final sign. You'll want to head to the center of town. Good day.
Alright, that's all you gotta do now is run to the center of town and watch the sky. And it'll start raining.
Good hunting.
I heard that the Kvatch god is driving back the daedra. It's happy there's hope. The livestock are dead. The Kashara has come to pass. Look to the skies.
And it starts
Look to
raining
the
dogs.
skies.
Burning dogs.
Black Marsh. And many of the Argonian slaves have returned to their tribes.
I have heard many tales of Black Marsh.
And once that's
Sounds
over,
like a truly mysterious place.
you just go back to the Shrine of Sheogorath. Or Sheogorath Shrine.
Well done, my lord. You should have this, as it is one of your artifacts. I don't know why I didn't think to give it to you sooner.
Pascal has rewarded me the effort by giving me Wabbajack. And this is Wabbajack. It's a staff, and it Wabbajacks on target, which, like I said, it'll turn any non-NPC, pretty much any creature or daedra, into a random thing. It could turn into a daedric, it could turn into an animal. It's kind of difficult to kill things because you really never know what the hell's going to come out of this. You can also use this if you want to sacrifice it for the spell to open Mankar Cameron's Paradise, which you could do that with any daedric artifact. So that's how you do Sheogorath's quest. Not too difficult. Takes a little bit of time, but it's not too difficult. And so far we have Meridia, Azura, Periite, Namira, and Sheogorath. Eventually I'm going to go through and do all of them, and after you get 14 of them done, you can finally go on to Hermaeus Mora, which is the final one. And I'm trying to do the ones that have lower level requirements and just kind of work my way up. Because some of these, I'm pretty sure, go all the way up to like level 25, I think. So, that's how you do that. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe. I plan on doing more daedric shrines and just going through all of them, like I said. And see you in the next one.